Hey everybody, Patty Ann here. Today we're going to do something with a nautical theme. I'm going to take an image from Cricut Design Space, change it up just a little bit, and add some text. The text is going to say, find joy in the journey. Kind of like the journey and the joy we'd find if we went on that boat back there. So follow me down to Cricut Design Space and let's get busy. Okay, this is the shirt we're going to make and I think it's super cute. I'm just going to put my text straight like this, but I'll also show you how you can curve it if you'd prefer. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to come over here to Images. And when I'm in Images, what I typed up here was the word compass. And in the word compass, there are all these kind of compasses maybe you used when you were in school. But if you scroll way down here in Access, you'll find this really pretty one. And the one that I decided to use was the one on the left here where the flowers are not filled in. So I clicked on that and I said insert the image. And there it comes in just like that. Let me move this one way over out of the way. Alright, so here's the one we're going to work on today. And I think it's really super cute. Well, the size that I decided to make this when I clicked on it for my shirt was about 7 by 7, I think it was. So I clicked on it. And then I came up here to the size and I left the lock locked and I just changed this to 7 inches wide. You can measure across on your shirt to see if you might like it. Maybe I'll make it 8. You might like it 8 inches wide and I'll hit enter on my keyboard. So then that makes it 8 by 8. But you know, since I'm adding text, I'm thinking maybe I would rather it just be 7. So I'm going to make it go back down to 7 for just the compass. Click on that and make it a 7. And oops. 7 and hit enter, and that makes both parts 7 inches. Okay, the next thing that I did was I just decided to change the color. Right now it's black and white, and I decided to change the black to a pretty pink. I didn't really like the pinks that were here. I don't like that pink at all. So I usually come to advanced and I come over here to the right hand side and just kind of get in there where I can get a good pink that I like. There it is, beautiful. Because I'm going to put this on a white shirt, as you saw. The next thing I'm going to do is do the text. Now, the text that I used is one called Magnolia Sky, and you can find that if you go here to dafont.com, and you can get Magnolia Sky. It's a free download. You just download it and then follow the instructions that they have here for you. Or if you don't have Magnolia Sky, another one that's fairly close is, let me move this over for a second. Find joy in the journey. I've forgotten what I made it say. Another one that's close is Magnolia. So you could come to the text tool over here and type in, come to the text tool and type in find joy. And notice right now mine is let me change this for a second. What I did was I came up here and clicked on Cricut because all I wanted were the Cricut fonts. Oh, but this one costs $6.99, so you may not want that one. So if I were you, if you want one just like mine, go to dafont.com and get it for free. So I type in Magnolia Sky up here, and I have to have all because I know it's on my system. So there's Magnolia Sky, and I'll click on that, and it changes my font just like that. Isn't that cute? Of course, as we know in Cricut Design Space, the letters come spaced apart like that, but it's easy to fix. You just have to come up here to the letter spacing and click the down arrow, and they start getting closer and closer together. Once they're touching pretty well, I stop. Now's the time where I need to decide. I'm going to grab all of it. Do I want to curve it or do I want to leave it straight? And like I said, I left mine straight because there was a lot of curving going on in the actual design. So I thought maybe that was a little bit different to keep that straight. That's up to you. If you do want to curve yours, you have to curve it while it is still text. So you would come up here to the curve tool and you can make it go like that or the opposite way if you want to. So that looks pretty good like that. I might also use this little arrow and spin it a little bit. Alright, that looks pretty good. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. I think that text is just a little bit big. So the size of it is 72, as you can see here. I think I will make it like Well, let's see what I can go to next. How about 50? Let's see what that looks like. If I have it selected and I click on 50 and hit enter. Okay, I think I liked it a little bigger than that actually. So I'm going to make it a round even number, so I'm going to make it 68 and hit enter. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do then is I'm going to come down here, find joy, and if I'll look over here at my sample that I made in the journey, so now I'm going to come to the text tool again, and I'm going to type in the journey, and I'm still using the Magnolia Sky. Click like that. And again, the text comes in not touching, so I would just come up here to the letter spacing tool and click on the down arrow to get them so they're touching. Just keep clicking until you see that they're pretty much touched. Okay, that looks pretty good right there. So I would leave that like that. I'm going to click on the word Find Joy again so I can see what size I made that font. It was 68. So I'm going to make this the same size, 68, so they match. And then I'm going to scroll out just a little bit using this key right down here, or this button, so I can see better. Drag this down here. And all right, you know what? I do think I like it better straight than curved. If you want to curve this, you could come up here to the curve tool and actually curve it the opposite way, like that. And you might prefer yours curved, like that. And you can twirl it around a little bit so your H doesn't overlap your letters. So you could do it like that if you want to. But I kind of liked mine straight better, so I'm going to go ahead and click on this, come back up here to the curve tool, and notice this says minus 17.811. I'm just going to drag this all the way back. Well, actually, I could just type in the word 0 here. I don't want any curve at all. So that makes it perfectly straight. And I'm going to do the same thing to this. Go to the curve tool, and I don't want it to curve, so I'm going to say 0 for that on my keyboard and hit enter. All right, the only other thing I did for mine was that I did grab all of it, or actually I grabbed the text and turned it to the pink, and this text, and I turned it to the pink. Hopefully I grabbed the same pinks, and that was it. I'm going to check the size for all of this. So if I look at my size now, it's going to be 7 inches wide by 9, a little over 9 tall. So that's a perfect size, I think, for this. I could center these a little bit better. And now what I'll do is I'll just go like this, grab it all, and come up here to the right hand side and say group. And the other thing I should do is weld it, because these letters probably have cut spaces in between them. So I'm just going to right click and weld, or if I prefer, I can grab all of this and come down here to the weld tool. And then it's all welded. And then I'm going to hide this one here so it doesn't confuse us. And I'll just go to make it. And there it is, perfect. Going to all cut out on one mat out of the pink, and it turns out really super cute. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and share, and ask questions down below if you have any. I love getting questions and trying to help. So check out my links down below as well, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.